How's it going? More YouTube reactions with SilverDFanng. This time around, we got 30 German inventions that changed the world by German Rewind. I'll be honest. I had to fact check a lot of this because I hated the guy doing this video. You'll see, I won't go into details because I kind of do it in the video, but this man was on some shit. Anyway, if you want to see the whole thing and more, check out SilverDFanng on Twitch. Enjoy. Oh, okay.
There's a country in the heart.
It's 15 minutes. Let's watch this. Germany Rewind and French Nostalgia. 30 German inventions that changed the world. I like history.
Of Europe where precision isn't just a habit. It's practically a religion. Where engineers are treated like rock stars. And where some of the most world-changing ideas were born in workshops, laboratories, and garages that most people have never heard of.
Why is this so menacing?
What came out of those spaces didn't just make life easier.
I'll save that one for next time.
It rewired how the modern world works. Germany didn't just contribute to history. In many ways,
history.
It invented the future before anyone else saw it coming.
Fuck you, Japan. Japan exists. Japan is right there.
Most people know about German cars and German beer. But beneath those famous exports is a legacy of innovation so deep that you're probably using something with German origins right now without even realizing it. Some of these inventions saved millions of lives. Others transformed entire industries overnight. And a few are so embedded in daily life that imagining a world without them feels almost impossible. From the medicine in your cabinet, to the music on your phone, to the vehicle parked outside, German minds have shaped more of your reality than you'd ever guess. And that's where things get fascinating. Once you start tracing these inventions back to their roots, you realize just how much of the modern world was dreamed up in one small corner of Europe. And it all starts with something so fundamental, so revolutionary, that it literally changed how...
I'll be honest, I feel like you can do this for most major countries. Also, why is it so menacing? The music is so menacing.
Humans share knowledge forever. The first invention on this list didn't just change Germany, it transformed civilization itself. In the 1440s, a goldsmith named Johannes Gutenberg created the printing press with movable type, and nothing was ever the same again. Before Gutenberg, books were copied by hand, a process so slow and expensive that only the wealthy and powerful had access to written knowledge.
True. Also, a lot of monks tend to, like, part of their daily chores was making versions of the Bible.
After Gutenberg, ideas could spread like wildfire. The printing press didn't just make books affordable, it sparked the Renaissance, fueled the Reformation, and laid the groundwork for modern science, democracy, and education. Every newspaper, every novel,
Small, the second largest European nation. Yeah, this guy really sounds like he's coming at a place of, I bet you think Germany sucks. Well, let me tell you why Germany is the reason you exist, motherfucker. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure China has also had printing press technology for a long-ass time.
Textbook you have ever read owes its existence to a workshop in Mainz over 5 centuries ago. But German innovation did not stop at words on paper. It extended to the very way humans move through the world. In 1886, Carl Benz patented what most historians consider the first true automobile, the Benz patent motor wagon. It was not...
I have to look this up. First automobile. Ha! Canada's first automobile invented. Yep, okay, this one, at least Google agrees.
Not fast. It was not comfortable.
Time to unleash my inner Redditor. I am with you, Happy. I am starting to feel the actuallys.
Daimler and Wilhelm Maybach were pushing the concept even further. The car as we know it, with an internal combustion engine and 4 wheels, was born on German soil. And today, names like...
I just realized that's why you were making brony jokes. I never put 2 to 2 together because I was playing Uma Musume. Hey, Shy.
Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Porsche, and Volkswagen still dominate roads across the globe. Around the same time, another German engineer was solving a different problem. Rudolf Diesel wanted an engine that was more efficient than anything on the market, something that could run on cheaper fuel and waste less energy. In 1893, he unveiled the diesel engine, a design so effective that it now powers trucks, ships.
I'm not a car guy. Isn't diesel gas more expensive than normal gas? I could be wrong.
Trains, and generators worldwide. Without diesel's work, global trade and transportation would look completely different. These 3 inventions alone, the printing press, the automobile, and the diesel
That's what I thought, Shy. Fuel efficient, my ass.
Engine, would be enough to secure Germany's place in history. But this is just the beginning. German innovation was not limited to machines and engines. It reached into places far more personal, including the medicine cabinet in your home. If you have ever taken a pill to ease a headache, there is a good chance you have used something invented in Germany. In 1897, chemists at Bayer developed aspirin, one of the most widely used medications in human history.
Who invented aspirin? Okay, it is Germany.
Started as a treatment for pain and fever, became a cornerstone of modern medicine, and it was later discovered to help prevent heart attacks and strokes.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that too,
Aspirin did
Brian.
not just relieve suffering, it opened the door to the entire pharmaceutical industry as we know it. But even before aspirin,
Okay.
German science
This one I don't need to look up. This one I know was invented in Germany.
was pushing medical boundaries. In 1895, Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen accidentally discovered...
Can we talk about this man? Look at this man's image. Like, this man looks like an eldritch horror.
X-rays while experimenting with cathode rays in
Night
his
Blue!
laboratory. Within weeks, doctors were using this mysterious new technology to see inside the human body without making a single...
Okay. Did someone tell her to look like she's looking into the darkest depths of her soul? Why does she look, oh right, German?
incision. Röntgen's discovery earned him the first Nobel Prize in physics, and X-ray imaging became one of the most important diagnostic tools in medical history. Germany's contributions to medicine didn't stop there. Robert Koch, often called the father of
Yeah, Robert.
modern bacteriology, identified the bacteria responsible for tuberculosis, cholera, and anthrax. His work didn't just save lives. It created the scientific framework for understanding infectious disease, paving the way for vaccines, antibiotics, and public health systems that protect billions of people today.
Sorry, bud. In 2026, we got rid of those because disgusting 70-year-old man believes raw milk is going to save America.
And then there is morphine. Isolated by German pharmacist Friedrich Serturner in the early 1800s, this powerful painkiller revolutionized surgery and pain management. It was one of the first drugs ever extracted from a plant in pure form, and it set the stage for modern pharmacology. These medical breakthroughs...
Okay, so you're not going to bring up the other side of morphine. How morphine is one of the most addictive substances today, and it has become an epidemic. No? Okay.
alone would fill history books. But German inventors were not just focused on healing bodies. They were also busy reshaping how humans think, communicate, and understand the universe itself. When Albert Einstein published his theory of relativity in the early 1900s, he did not just challenge old ideas, he demolished them. Space and time were not fixed. Mass and energy were connected. The universe operated on rules that seemed almost impossible to believe, and yet experiment after experiment.
Okay, 1 second. I know he grew up in Germany, but I thought Einstein was from a different country. No, he was born in Germany. I know he spent a lot of his adolescence and 20s in Switzerland, though. Like, that's where he went to school.
Experiment proved Einstein right. His work did not just change physics, it made nuclear energy possible, influenced GPS technology, and reshaped humanity's understanding of reality itself. Around the same time, Max Planck was laying the foundation for quantum mechanics, a field so strange that even the scientists who developed it struggled to accept its implications. Planck's discovery of energy quanta opened doors that led to lasers, semiconductors, and the entire digital age.
Pretty.
Without quantum theory, there would be no smartphones, no computers, no modern electronics.
Okay, that is hyperbole. Quantum physics is what really helped it, but no, quantum physics wasn't the only thing that made a fucking smartphone. It also was the understanding of technology, the understanding of engineering. It was the understanding of electricity. No, saying that it was only quantum physics is kind of being braggadocious.
And speaking of electronics, here is an invention most people use every single day without ever thinking about where it came from. The MP3 format, the technology that lets you carry thousands of songs in your pocket, was developed at the Fraunhofer Institute in Germany during the late 1980s. Before MP3 became common, music was trapped on physical media.
True.
Such as CDs, tapes, and vinyl records.
If you want to know if someone is a millennial, ask them if they ever burned a CD. They'll understand.
German engineers figured out how to compress audio files without destroying sound quality, and in doing so, they revolutionized the entire music industry. Streaming, digital downloads, and podcasts, all of it traces back to a German laboratory. But Germany's influence on sound goes even further
again,
back.
that is very hyperbole.
Thanks, Chef Spiral.
They were a part of it, but saying that it was all because of this is kind of lying.
The first practical tape recorder was developed by German engineers in the 1930s, a technology that transformed radio broadcasting, music production, and eventually home entertainment. Even the accordion, that
No, this I believe. I believe the Germans made the accordion 100%.
unmistakable instrument heard in folk music around the world, was patented in Vienna by a German-born inventor. From the physics of the universe to the music in your earbuds.
By the way, I really don't like this guy. I don't know why. But did you hear that? It was invented in Vienna by a German. Like, Vienna, German! Like, just glossing over, it was invented in Austria and went straight to the German.
German innovation reaches into corners of life you would never
Welcome,
expect.
Ducky Grill.
Booba!
And yet, some of the most surprising inventions have nothing to do with science or technology at all. Here is one that might
I'm not going to make a joke.
catch you off guard.
Pretty good.
The
We played Uma for like 4 hours with a friend of ours, and now we're watching some videos. We're learning about German inventions, air quote.
Kindergarten. The idea that young children benefit from structured
What
play
were you
and
doing?
early education was invented by a German educator named Friedrich Froebel in the 1830s. Before Froebel, formal education started much later.
Did it jiggle? I can't
that
tell.
Children learned best through guided play, songs, and creative activities.
Dude, I understand the EPS fuck, man. I'm on 6 hours, and it's warm.
His Garden of Children concept
Bringo Worm?
spread across Europe,
not Bringo
then to
Worm.
America, and eventually became a cornerstone of education systems worldwide.
I don't think Germany invented kindergarten. We just use their word for it. You know what? Who invented kindergarten? Who invented the concept of young education? I know it comes up with Friedrich Frobel. This could be German propaganda, but it seems like it's Friedrich Frobel.
And while we're talking about traditions that shaped global culture, let's talk about Christmas trees. The custom of decorating evergreen trees during the winter holiday season was popularized in Germany centuries ago.
Yep, aspirin was brought up. He tried to spin quantum physics as the reason we have computers. It's a reason for it. Also, the reason me and you are streamers is because of the MP3 he tried to explain. This guy, I'm not, like, he has good information, but I don't like how he's really trying to push Germany as, like, the reason we live.
German immigrants brought the tradition to Britain and America, and today it is almost impossible to imagine the holiday season without a decorated tree glowing in the corner.
I use a plastic tree, so it is very easy.
Even gummy bears, those chewy little candies loved by children and adults alike, were invented in Germany. Hans Riegel founded Haribo in 1920, and he introduced the world to the gummy bear in 1922. What started as a small candy shop in Bonn became a global empire, and gummy candy...
Oh my god, that looks so good. I love a good gummy.
...are now a multi-billion-dollar industry. These cultural exports might seem lighter than engines and medical
No. We can't talk about that period of time with the funny mustache man. We got to talk about how they made gummy bears.
Breakthroughs, but they have touched billions of lives in ways that are hard to measure, and they remind us that innovation is not always about solving big problems.
It's not. If it wasn't for the Germans, you wouldn't be high off your ass on a 20-ounce gummy bear.
Sometimes it is about creating joy. Still, German engineers never stop tackling the big challenges, and some of their most impressive work...
Oh, no, they're talking about it, Prime.
...literally helped humanity reach for the sky.
Challenge
the dream
accepted.
Of human flight did not start with the Wright brothers. It started with Otto Lilienthal, a German aviation pioneer who made over 2,000 glider flights in the 1890s.
A glider's not a plane. If we're going to consider the glider the first plane, Da Vinci with his screw helicopter.
90s. Lilienthal's meticulous research and daring experiments inspired aviators around the world, including the Wright brothers themselves. Without his work, powered flight might have taken decades longer.
Without Da Vinci, the glider man would be nothing
to achieve.
Without the Chinese.
But Germany's contributions to aviation did not stop with gliders. Hans von Ohain developed one of the first operational jet engines. That technology would eventually make global air travel fast and affordable.
I see
and
you,
then
Blaze.
There is Werner von Braun, whose rocket research, though born in a complicated historical context,
Ducky, what is Germany most... This is a loaded question. Ducky, what is Germany best known for? Cars and beer. Yeah, he literally opened being like, Germany is more than beers and cars.
Space age. The Saturn V rocket that carried astronauts to the moon was built on principles von Braun helped develop. Even the helicopter owes part of its existence.
Part of the experience. Oh. By the way, like, I do think all of these scientists are important. I just hate how this announcer kind of paints it as if it wasn't for these German men, none of this would ever happen.
To German engineering. Henrik Facke built one of the first practical helicopters
Incoming
in the
at break.
1930s, proving that vertical flight...
You know what? Oktoberfest is a good invention.
...was more than just a dream. From gliders to jets to rockets, German minds helped humanity break free from the...
What about planes? You kind of skipped over planes, asshole.
...ground and reach toward the stars. Back on Earth, German inventors kept improving everyday life in ways both big and small.
Don't gamba.
Carl von Linde, perfected refrigeration technology in the late 1800s, making it possible to preserve food, transport perishables across continents, and eventually provide air conditioning for homes and offices. Modern life without refrigeration is almost unthinkable, and it all traces back to a German engineer. The electron microscope, developed by German scientists in the 1930s, allowed researchers to see structures far smaller than anything visible with light. This technology revolutionized biology, medicine, and material science, opening up entirely new fields of research. Even the airbag, the life-saving cushion that deploys in a car crash, was patented by a German engineer.
Who invented airbags? Yeah, when he says the word patent and not invented, you kind of can tell that he's kind of leaving something out. Yeah, the airbag was invented by 2 Americans. He just happened to patent it.
Today, airbags are standard equipment in vehicles worldwide.
Dude said that airbags was a German invention, and he used the word patent, so I knew something was up.
And they have saved countless lives since their
I'm sorry
introduction.
for your traumatization.
And here's one more that might surprise you. The chip card, also known as the smart card, was invented by German engineers. That
smart card inventor. Hey, look, right here. Roland Moreno invented the smart card. French.
That little chip embedded in your credit card, your ID, and your transit pass all started with German innovation.
Nope, French.
When you step back and look at all 30 of these inventions...
Oh, you're not going to say who did it? You're just going to say vaguely Germans did it? Everything else you gave a picture and a name?
A clear pattern emerges. Germany did not just create isolated gadgets or one-off discoveries. It built systems, frameworks, and
I was just saying what I was catching you up after the ads. You're good.
technologies that became the foundation for
Look
entire
at me shake my boobs.
The printing press enabled mass communication. The automobile created personal mobility. Medical breakthroughs extended human life. And digital innovations connected the world in ways previous generations could not have imagined. What makes this legacy even more remarkable is how diverse it is. Engineering and medicine, physics and music, education and candy. German innovation touched every corner of human experience, often in ways that went unnoticed until...
I want to make this clear. I believe that Germans invented a lot of great stuff. I think Germans are important in field. I just hate how this guy paints it as Germany is the reason we have a modern world.
Till you stop and trace the origins. And perhaps that is the most fascinating part. So many of these inventions have become so ordinary.
It feels a little bit like that,
into
Brian.
The fabric of daily life that we forget they had to be invented at all. But every car on the road, every pill in the medicine cabinet, every song...
Every pill, every car. Okay, every car is already debatable, but every pill... No, they made aspirin. Not every pill is a... Oh my god, I don't like this dude.
Streaming through your headphones carries a piece of German history with it. And there you have it. 30 German inventions that did not just change a country, they changed the entire world. From Gutenberg's printing press to the MP3 in your pocket, German innovation has shaped how we live. If you enjoyed this deep...
Why is there 2? Why is one of them French nostalgia? I am confused. Okay. Hey, thanks for checking out this video. Check me out on Twitch, SilverDFanng, 2 N's in Fang. Check me out on Twitter and Blue Sky under the same name. Also TikTok. Have a great night.